Good morning and happy 2/2/22. It's a portal. And boy did that portal open up for me this morning. All around the world, in the news, in this country and others, there is a huge sense of unease. There are scandals going on everywhere. There are whispers of scandals going on everywhere within large institutions. And in this country there have been one particular scandal I can think about, one known as Partygate, has been going on since November last year. There has been a lot of time to remove the evidence or change the evidence or divert our attention from the evidence, shall we say. This morning's message leads me to believe that as I am speaking right now, without it being reported in the media, may never be reported in the media, wherever you are in the world, there is an operation going on to hide or destroy the evidence. Now I know that's cryptic, whatever that means for you, wherever you are, there is a lot of manipulation of the evidence. And I believe very much in as above, so below. As within, so without. If it happens on a large scale, it will be happening on an individual scale. The suspicion is there. You can't quite put your finger on it because the evidence is missing. In government, this could be mismanagement of public funds. It could be the mismanagement of a voting system anywhere in the world. It could be the mismanagement of the narrative itself that we have been fed over the last 2 years is falling to pieces. The evidence for that narrative is being massaged. It's not a new thing. It's been going on for decades. It's just more in your face. On an individual scale, this could mean that maybe you have a partner who you suspect of cheating on you, but there's no evidence. Maybe that partner is aware that you have a suspicion and is removing any evidence. In business, you could have been cheated out of some funds somehow, but the evidence isn't there, although the suspicion is there. The only thing that I can say to you is, if you have a good gut feeling that someone has been doing you dirty, they probably have. So let's have a look at the Rider-Waite. What are we going to do about that? Let's see if the tarot can give us some perspective this morning. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I saw this morning, because I tell you, I will get kicked off social media for it. So we have, first off, we've got the Knight of Swords. Now, swords are about communication. They're about the mental realm. And the knights are about, the knights will come in with some sort of offer or message. Pages are usually messengers, but this one is sort of quite cutting. It's some information is going to come in and it's going to be short and sharp. This could be what I'm talking about your gut feeling. What you're thinking and what you're feeling are marrying up. Something is about to be cut down. Following that, you've got the Ten of Wands. And where you think you might be hemmed in and there's no clear path out, there actually is. This person is sort of battered and bruised and bandaged up and clinging on to the one wand. And there are 9 behind him. The evidence isn't there, but you feel hard done to. Maybe you should be paying attention to how you feel right now and stop searching for the evidence, because how you feel is how you feel. And if you feel as though someone is not being upfront and honest, then that's not going to go away. You're always going to feel as though you are losing somehow. And the last card is the Page of Swords. And quite often I see the page not necessarily as an innocent messenger, but today I'm seeing this as someone cutting something from the record. Remember, swords are about communication. I feel as though someone is racing in to protect themselves and cut something from the record. But this has 2 meanings to me today. Someone is either hemmed themselves in, hemmed themselves into a degree and there's no way out, or this is how you feel, that you've battled and battled and battled and you don't feel that there's any way out. Or you're the person who is being dishonest and you've just dug yourself into a huge trap and you're going to have to backtrack and cut something out from the record. So either you are someone who is the betrayer, who is quickly trying to remove the evidence, or you feel like the betrayed, hemmed in. You've got the gut feeling. You're waiting for communication. You're waiting for confirmation of something. But if you look, it's hard to put this down because I don't have sort of an overhead camera, but as they lay out, the Knight of Swords is swiftly moving away from the trapped position. It's a swift retreat. Someone is retreating away from the position of being trapped and is looking at that trap, because this is how they come out in sequence, is looking at that trap and cutting something away. Someone's removing the evidence. Someone's definitely removing the evidence to save their own arse. Whatever that means to you. I'm going to do a quick, which one? We're having a wisdom of the oracle today. I did have it in my mind to do a mystical shaman oracle, but have a strong feeling towards this one again today. Maybe this is the deck that has what we need to hear. So what is, I'm going to ask, what is the advice? The thing is, when you're in a position where you feel as though you have been betrayed, or you're about to be betrayed, or something underhand has gone on that you can't prove, what do you do about it? Do you make it your mission to prove it? Or do you accept your gut feeling and refuse to engage with those thoughts and worries that go along with that? Are you going to make this issue any bigger by giving it your attention? Or are you going to withdraw your attention altogether? Let's have a look. What should we do about this situation today? And we have peace, and that is number 23, peace. That's lovely. That's a lovely card. Look at the imagery on that. Can you see it? There's a little face inside the egg. Eggs are about fertility and new life and beginnings and endings. 23, which is a 5. 23 boils down to a 5. 5s are about challenge. So what challenge do we have? Right. So this card, I've asked Spirit for this as an advice card. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. So maybe whatever the situation you're facing, maybe you just need to accept it peacefully and calmly. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. In a relationship message, when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it will be savoured. So if you're having issues or you're in a disharmonious relationship, maybe it's time to reevaluate the nature of that relationship. Because if you are suspecting somebody of some wrongdoing and you can't find the evidence, but the gut feeling's there and the thoughts are there, that doesn't go away very quickly. That continues. So ask yourself, is your relationship harmonious? Let's have a look at the prosperity message. This is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough. You are in peaceful harmony with spirit. Just being is enough for you. For you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. So if this is in a work situation and you have a suspicion that someone's not quite doing what you think they should be doing, or doing, it just feels like there's some sort of trickster stuff going on here. Stay in your power. Step in your power. And I'm going to read the protection message because I don't know, I just feel like there's more advice to come through that. So let's have a look. Protection. Now is the time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. So whatever is going on is a temporary condition. Even if there are a disconnect, even if there are, dissonant, oh my word, I'm going to have to get my eyes tested, notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. So basically, the overall advice for this situation is just to remain peaceful and just to allow whatever you suspect to be going on to wash over you. It all comes out in the wash eventually without anybody's manipulation. When it needs to come out, it'll come out. It might be an unfounded suspicion. And if it isn't, the evidence won't be there anyway. So you won't be proved right. If you're looking for evidence of a betrayal, you're not going to find it. It's already being removed. I think I'm going to do a postcard. The message that I received was very much large scale. It's not an individual scale. However, if it plays out on the large scale, it plays out quite often on an individual scale. You may have a suspicion of somebody. Right, there are two left out. Do I keep these? Keep those, they're not going in. It's not none of those ones. Okay, so it's in this deck somewhere. Excuse me. This egg, when you eat an egg, you crack it open. This is just saying to me, keep the egg intact. Just keep the egg intact. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. It's going to rock itself. If this is for you, don't rock the boat. Keep your suspicions to yourself. Don't try and catch anyone out. It will just come out and bite you on the arse. Just keep the peace. Keep yourself peaceful. Concentrate on you. And make you the most important thing in your life and not what other people are doing. Not that one either. Okay. There's a few come out, so I'm not going to read all of them, so I want to know which one it is. I'm just feeling for the energy of them. Top one. Dearest you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means that everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence. And even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favour. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reading to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? What goes around comes around. You don't have to do anything. Even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Whatever you're facing today, keep yourself to yourself. Your business is you. That is very interesting. Have a lovely 2nd of February, 2222. Have a great day. Be kind. Bye-bye.